Is absolutely vital that you have a practice of intentional boredom. I had the good fortune of speaking with Women's Health this past month, and we talked about intentional practices of boredom. We live in a time where people are constantly stimulated by their phones, by news, and by any dopamine signal that captures their attention. But what we don't realize is that with our attention consistently captured by external phenomena, it becomes really difficult to regulate our minds and our bodies internally. So, in the article, we talked about the importance of setting up intentional practices of boredom or doing nothing. What this does is it helps us disengage with patterns of addictive thinking or difficult emotions when we're not being active and productive. And over time, this trains the ability to sit with discomfort in the present moment. As we cultivate the art of doing nothing or being bored in the present, we actually develop the faculty of our awareness, our mindfulness, our presence. In my conversation with Women's Health magazine, we talked about the importance of engaging in regular efforts. Perhaps you sit for 10 minutes a day with your eyes open or closed and you just do nothing. What you may notice as you still your body and just let your mind rest in place is that content comes up. You may find discomfort in your chest or in your stomach. You may find that your mind wants to grab onto something. To the best of your ability, disengage with those thought processes and just sit. Notice what it's like to purely sit and do nothing. Over the course of time, as you engage regularly in this practice of boredom or non doing, you may notice that it actually gets easier. You create some space between you and the constant desire to be busy. You create some balance out of boredom as you just learn to sit and be present with the day. This skill is actually transferable to other life circumstances, such as learning how to do nothing when a dear friend or loved one is going through a hard time, or to learn how to just sit and be at ease when you're in travel. For many of my clients who have difficulty with a busy or racing mind at the end of a workday, we have intentional practices of just driving. And while that may be boring to many of us who are used to having a podcast or music, that dose of boredom can be enough to slow down the mind and to re engage our presence with daily life as we return home to our families. So, if you're interested with more on intentional practices of boredom, don't just follow the self help movement, but also check out our article with Women's Health Magazine. I was so excited to have a conversation with Tiana Soto over at Women's Health Mag. So, thank you for including me among many other stellar psychologists. And for you, self help movers, I look forward to your responses in the comments and in our DMs. Thanks for engaging with the movement, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.